This is Jordantown with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. This is Jordan. I know we got Mase going off on Diddy. Now, I know I've had a lack of videos today, but I got into not a slight little accident last night. Nothing crazy. It was not with another car. I was driving and I hit the lane ended abruptly with no warning, and instead of like swerving, I just hit it. So and then the axle broke on my car. So, but luckily I'm fine, and it's just insurance. I got to handle it. But I just wanted to let you guys know why I haven't dropped that much today. I've had to deal with all the insurance and stuff today, but everything's good. Anyways, we got Mase calling out Diddy, and he's talking about all the wrongdoings he's done. He said, "I'm not going to sit by, like everybody else, and act like everything's all good. I got to call out his wrongdoings." Mase, waited 20 years, bro. Like, I hear you, and I'm glad Mase is speaking his truth, because Diddy does try to, a lot of people try to erase their wrongdoings. Diddy did a lot. When these people were making almost $1 billion, bro, many of the times, it came with a price, okay? And that's what Mase is going to highlight here, okay? Well, and then we'll talk about it a little bit.
And at that point that I went through those steps, because most people would be like, man, I called the church, I didn't get through to him, so I just did it. I didn't do that. For all of the years I couldn't speak to him, or we didn't speak, I held on to what it needs to be. So then when I get to a place where I'm reaching out and I'm exhausting all those things, then at that point, if it's not going to be handled right, I'm not going to just talk to him. Somebody may say, well, Puff tried to call you. Puff has been trying to call you for years. But after we exhaust step 2, it's no longer for me to talk to you personally. If I don't believe you're telling the truth, I can only speak to you with a credible witness. Because you're not going to honor anything you say. That's how I operate. I know you're not.
I understand everything you just said, too. So now let me ask you this. Does it still hurt? And this is kind of a loaded question, because you already spoke on you don't need the money that he owes you. You do have connections with your label mates and other people who came up with you during that time. So do you still, with that conflated or not, because you had a bond with this man, or I don't want to feed your answer, but does it still hurt?
I don't, what you call it? I didn't have a bond with him. I had a business deal. The deal didn't go right. He did some things now I'm not even going to say him. I'm going to try to explain it without talking about him. From my vantage point, things happen where it could be in, like most business, where you do business, somebody get the better end of that business, whoever negotiated the best in that business. We went our separate ways. He went to his life. I went and did a whole new life of my own. That life did well for me. So there was nothing for me to be hurt about. I would be hurt if I was struggling. I would be hurt if I couldn't take care of my family, but I felt like he was taking care of his. Then I can understand that format, but that's not my format. That's not my platform. My platform is God has been tremendously good to me, and that because of that, I've been able to give him as long as grace as he needed. But at the point that I understand that nothing different is going to happen, I just felt that was what I needed to do at that time. And am I hurt by anything he's doing? No. Once you acknowledge who a person desires to be, you accept it. That's part of the growth. You can accept that this person is going to be this person, and you stop.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking you right now. I don't know what you said.
No, we had similar goals, and it's like anything. Like I wouldn't like go against. Did we have great music? Yes. Where I was the producer's able to give a beat, and I was able to go in there and write something amazing too, and he was able to put great ad libs on it, and and say the parts and dance together and all those things. It's like anything. I'm not gonna like downplay a whole legacy, but I am gonna say at the moment you recognize that it's not that, and you're not going in that same direction, you do have a right to say, hey, let's fix this over here. You know what I'm saying? And how long does it take to fix this over here? The word power. Yeah, the word power speaks to the ability to get the result, to make a thing happen. So if I say I'm a powerful man, that means I can make it happen. So if you're saying you're a person of power, then when a woman asks you something, you can make it happen. That's why I know I'm a powerful man. He's a powerful man. If he wants something to happen, he can make it happen. So when it comes to business, it's the same way. I believe I'm powerful. I can make it happen. What I think I deserve, I can make it happen. What he feels like I deserve, he can make it happen. So it's just a matter of if you want to make that happen. You understand what I'm saying? Because it ain't nobody else's decision. Most of them took a different turn. So then what do you accredit that to? Right? I mean, you gotta ask yourself that. That's not.
Mase, you had Sean under the wing too in the beginning, right?
Yeah. So then at the what I'm trying to say is, if you keep coming to the same, if something that's just like me, if artists keep falling out with me, then I need to change something. That's what I would look at. I'm not perfect. I don't attend to it. One thing about me, people that know me, I don't lie for me, and I won't lie for you. I'm going to keep it straight. I'm never going to downplay you because I'm not feeling you right now. We did some amazing music together.
You have any regrets leaving the game on top back in 99? No. And how? Oh, no. Okay.
And honestly, that was the best decision I ever made. Other than my children and my family, that was the best decision I ever made. And I'll tell you why. Because I left it the way I did, I forever have access to it. Because it doesn't control me.
Doing all that.
I got with Magic at the tail end of 99, I think. And I was trying to get Magic to bring me into business with Starbucks and the AMC theaters. That's like one of the things people don't know. So once I was transitioning from music, he was beginning to show me how to do business outside of music.
Yeah, I I ain't gonna lie, Mase. You was gonna do big things in '99, man. But I understand, when it's time to go, it's time to go. So I respect.
And honestly, it's just like real talk. You just get opportunities where one door closes and another door opens, and you have to be smart enough to know when this door is closing and when that door is opening. And I look at people who did stay and what they turned into. So I think I made the best decision. So because if I would have stayed, people always try to say different things, but just think about it. If I would have stayed in music and I would have been in that truck, then I would have been in jail. So either way, that wouldn't have been a good thing for me.
Fact.
How'd you feel about Sean when you had him under the wing? Because I heard once he was signed to Bad Boy, he was under you. I seen him in the video that you had with Blackstreet. I seen him in the cut in the video. So
yeah, he wasn't under me, but he was definitely hanging out, and I was trying to give him all the game that that Biggie gave me, and I think that's like one of the things that give me like a drive to helping new artists is that when I came into the game, somebody gave me the blueprint and gave me how to do things, how to deal with the CEO, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and how to approach music and everything. So I think having somebody like Big, I wouldn't say he was my mentor, but he was definitely like the OG of the label, letting you know, hey, this is what you want to do, this is what you don't want to do.
That's dope. And I got a question to that. What is one of the most memorable things that Biggie told you?
Make sure you get yours. Make sure. Make it your business, he said, to get yours. There's niggas that love you when you up, do not love you when you down.
Do you still communicate with Loon or anybody else that you came up with from the beginning?
I did not come up with Loon, and
You funny.
because you say a lot of things that are like it is what most people believe, but it's not actually true. You get what I'm saying? So that's the passion you get from me. It's not intended for anything else. When he first came home, I spoke to him, and I probably think there's some things that we probably can work together on charity wise.
So is the song that you just did an introduction to Are You Re-Entering?
The songs that I did was a 1 of 7. It was a 1 of 7. The first 2 came out. It's still like 5 of them. And the idea of the Oracle was to start just, kind of releasing music that will be like authentic, will be honest, and it will be straightforward. You know what I'm saying? And give you an opportunity for you to kind of have a peek inside my brain and see what I think. Because clearly what people think I think is not what I think. And that's where the confusion comes in. Because they're kind of like judging me by something. They don't even know if I believe that.
Whoever else have like interview platforms, would you do any of those?
I would only do interviews with people that are unbiased. If you're biased or you operate with the views of somebody else without asking honest and genuine questions, I would not do interviews with you. That would be a waste of my time, and it would help you to paint me in a bad light, because you're not there to hear my answer. You're there to make your point. And journalism is at its best when people are just answering the questions and letting the person answer it without shaping the question to where they have to answer it the way you're thinking. So it's like, who just asked me this question? Nicole, people want to know, is your nose real? Right? Like, this is how people talk. Like, somebody come on here and say that. I just want to know, is your nose real? Like, you're already starting a conversation in doubt. Questioning is not questioning. There's a difference between asking you a question and questioning you. That's 2 different things. And when people ask the thing they're asking, they're really questioning me. They're not asking me a question. Does that make sense?
It does.
100%.
Perfect sense. That was a brilliant analogy.
So
when most people ask me what they believe is a question, is questioning me. And I'm not there to answer a person questioning me. I'm there to answer the question.
right there. You know?
Yeah, when he first started, I just knew he was gonna be dope. They knew he was gonna be dope, but I had to convince other people.
He said Puff passed on him.
Yeah. And I had already had 2 records with X, so then the other one became 4. 24 hours. I meant 24 hours to live became 3. Because the first song we had did together was Niggas Done Started Something, and then they had kept that one. So then we went back in the studio and did 2 more. Because nobody really neither one of us owned the sample. Okay. The sample. Yeah, I definitely would do Drink Champs.
You gonna have a drink? You don't gotta get drunk.
Yeah.
You know, we Christians, we can drink though. They think we can't drink. We can drink.
I don't really know if I share that belief, but I'm work.
We'll talk about
it. Hate you in a sense.
No,
if people
I agree
feel
with
like
that.
if people feel like you got to answer their question and you got to do this, then people just start being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like they don't have to respect you.
Yeah, they start being confrontational, especially when they come presenting it as questioning you, like in a condescending way.
Yeah, like, do you think you going to hell for what you do? It's like, bro, it's like you could just ask me, what are your beliefs on this? What does the Bible says to this? That's clear. Somebody, come on. Well, are you a mermaid? Of course I'm not a mermaid. What
started right now. Are you a merman? No. What do you want us to know?
You get what I'm saying? Like,
what do you want us to know that we don't know that would forever set the record straight, like for the oracle?
That I'm a street nigga that went to church. Don't look at it the opposite way.
That's a
what
fact.
Got you confused. If you would look at it like, oh, this is just a street nigga who went to church, it'll give you a better understanding than trying to make my beginning place the church, because I didn't start there. So it automatically makes you see me wrong and put you in position for failure, because then you're gonna come at me like I'm some nigga from. It's like you, and then people go there, and then when I meet them there, they look at me like I'm wrong, when it's like, no, you out of pocket right now, but you think you can do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the problem. You didn't assess who you were talking to.
That part.
So it's the same thing that going on with music. They say a wise man can play a fool, but a fool can't play a wise man. So all my career, I've just played the part
Mase
that
went
works.
off. I gotta say, Mase makes his points. He did this 2 years ago. He did it again this year. After the band stuff, but nothing's gonna come of it. Nobody really cares. I'm glad he's speaking about it, gives people warnings and stuff, but nobody actually really is gonna care at all. Diddy's Diddy. I never thought he was the best person in the world. I mean, I know what it takes for someone to get to where they're at. I don't like that he portrays he's the best person in the world. I mean, the evidence is out there. I mean, look, most of the groups only had 1 album, 2 albums, and they're not doing so well afterwards. Diddy's the one that's doing and thriving, and he claims, oh, you're not working hard enough. Well, if you're the person that's able to take advantage of other people, he puts other people in position, but he also is able to take advantage of people. Now, if you out-hustle Diddy, which I kind of could say French Montana was one of the few people that was able to do that. Mase kind of was able to do that too. Not everybody's able to out-hustle Diddy. I think B.I.G. would have been able to do it too. Like kind of maneuver or make your moves. Then you come out on top. But in this situation, well, there's a lot of situations where that didn't work out. The band, the Locks were able to kind of squeeze out of that because they had help. but their publishing was gone for a while. You know, a lot of people won't speak the truth. The Locks tried to speak the truth for years, and it fell on deaf ears. You know, it's a weird situation because nothing will come of this. But Mase is speaking his truth, and I respect that. The diss track was trash, but you know, he's speaking his mind, and I'll salute him for that. And you know, Mase is always gonna be one of my favorite artists. I mean, he was part of. He just, you know, he was a moment in my life, just like a lot of other people's lives. You know, you got a lot of great albums out of him, and great music comes with great times and great memories. You know, so salute to Mase. Again, love you guys, appreciate you guys, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.